I'm Drake Frost, the force of nature, one half of the Honor Society, and you're watching NorCal Tonight. So I am overly excited to bring you another awesome episode of NorCal Tonight with my esteemed guest here, J.R. Kratos, man.
What's up?
This is gonna be real good. This is gonna be real good.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna talk a little bit about everything. Wrestling, man. Wrestling.
Let's do it. Wrestling.
Me and this guy had a good idea, but he's got a match tonight, so we're not gonna be doing that.
Yeah, man. You're like, next one.
Yeah.
We'll save it too. We're not spilling it.
Oh man, that's exciting. That's gonna be good stuff. We have to do that on a Friday or Saturday night when there's no match. When there's no match waiting. But yeah, man. So we just basically gonna talk a little bit about the career, just how things are going, the path you're taking, and goals, ambitions,
cool,
and that
man.
kind of stuff. So where did it start, man? What year?
For me, it started actually here, man. Here at SPW, 2012, January 8th.
SPW. Come January 8th, there will be a new monster on the scene. There will be the name that is running the game. January 8th, I will prove to my SPW family, to my SPW fans, that I am the new monster on the scene, J.R. Guidry.
It was a student showcase deal that they had here, and it was cool, man. But the journey leading up to that for me was it was crazy, dude, because I decided to become a professional wrestler, and then during training, dude, it's like I literally, dude, we get shit for it all the time, where they give me shit, because I literally broke like every bone in my fucking body.
Oh no,
training,
really?
dude. Yeah, like
shit.
Tore my Achilles, bruised my Achilles, fucked up my knee. During we did this like little commercial thing that I was pretty blessed to be on, man, before I even debuted, and during the commercial just did a suplex and just heard in my arm, and I was just like, ah, shit, we kept going, kept going.
Pro wrestling.
Look at Tim in the corner, and Tim's just got his face like. And then, yeah, dude, I just, tore my whole bicep, so I had to get surgery for that. And, but yeah, so the journey before that was just like, did I make the right fucking idea?
Oh, yeah.
Did I make the right choice? But, it's all worked out, man. I've been pretty blessed, so.
Yeah, definitely blessed, man. Definitely blessed. I mean, you made a hell of a lasting impression on a number of companies out here. I remember at one point, I think you had like 4 or 5 heavyweight titles, right? I mean,
I did, man. It was pretty cool, man. So
that was a good time.
That was a good time. So hopefully get that back.
What's your thoughts on title wins? I mean, if you don't mind delving into the feeling behind that.
It's an amazing feeling, man. In all honesty, it's really cool when the company decides to put the belt on you and go that route. When they look at you, it's like, okay, they want you to represent the company, and we're gonna put the strap on you and see how you do and get asses in the seats, man.
Yeah. But, the ball's now in your court, right? Like,
it's cool, man. Everyone that knows me, dude, I'm very humbled about all that, dude. It's the same to me. I just show up, do my job, but the respect from the boys and the girls in the business is also just, it's amazing, man. So being in that position is really, really cool. I love it, and it's cool, man. It's just a good feeling, when, like I said, when the company's like, okay, man, we're gonna go this route, but it's also a lot of pressure, and you get a lot of shit from the boys. But it's cool, man. It's part of the game.
Well, sometimes being the champion, you get to do some stuff, though. I've seen you at schools. Right?
Yeah, and that's really something that I do, just outside of the ropes for me is just, touch on the community, man. One of the big things for me is, want to get into all that is, just, I was once told, man, before I even debuted, that just something that stuck with me, and it really resonated with me, because as a kid, you look at these guys, and these guys are your, shit, my dad couldn't even beat up the Ultimate Warrior, bro. So, I was once told, you're a real life superhero to people out there, and that just really resonated with me, and it's true, man. So you don't know what you can do to impact people's lives. So anything I do outside of the ropes, I take a lot of pride in that, and I try to do a lot with the community, man, a lot with the kids, a lot with the adults, and it's cool, man. It's a good time. So enjoy.
Yeah. That's I mean, it's a very rewarding experience.
It is, man. You know, it's a good payout.
There it is. We ain't talking about money. That's the beautiful thing, man. I like that a lot. So I mean, it started at SPW. At what point did people start taking notice? You know, after your debut, and they said, "Damn, we want to get Kratos on All Pro Wrestling or wherever else you may have started working."
It was really fast, man.
Was it fast?
It was really like I said, I was just really, really blessed. I'm just a believer in hard work, man, and I don't think that went unnoticed. You know, a lot of people. I'm only 5 years in now, so I'm always a student of the game and always will be. But at that point, you know, I just was getting a lot of great opportunities, and I don't remember everything that happened, but I just remember it was super fast, man. Ever since then, I felt like I just turned pro and I just kicked the door down and just went running, and every opportunity I got, I jumped on it. And
I mean, you carry a hell of a physique. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you got the pro wrestler. That's what I'm saying. You know, like this guy does lift. You know what I'm saying? but I mean, do you think that helped? Do you think that helped? Is that something that, like, as far as advice, would you pass it on to somebody? Like, hey, man.
Absolutely, man. That's one thing that I'm huge on, dude. Is you know, and it was installed in me from my trainers, you know, from here at SPW, you know, CJ, Samurai, and, you know, Oliver John, all those guys were just, we do what we do, man. We convey realism, you know what I mean? So if I come out the curtain and you don't think I can whip anybody's ass, you know, you know what I'm saying? You gotta look the part. And that, man, you don't want me to get into that, but it just, you know, you gotta put your time in outside the ropes as much as you do inside the ropes. And, you know, that's gym, diet, and training, studying, doing everything you can do, because to me, man, you gotta look the part. You know, you gotta be in conditioning. You know, this to me is I take this shit very serious, and we're professional athletes, and you gotta be that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's not about all about selling 8x10s, man. At some point, the bell's gonna ring, bro. And you better be able to go. So
I've heard people say everything you do outside the ring is what makes what's inside the ring so good. You know,
dude, that's
right. I mean, that's what it's all about. It's just the practice, the training, studying tapes, like you mentioned before. I mean, all that plays a huge role. Like, as far as studying tapes, is there anybody in particular that you try to emulate? You know, like, it's being a fan,
dude,
right? You mentioned Ultimate Warrior, so obviously you were a fan.
When I was a kid, dude, it was, you know, it was Warrior for me, Hogan for me, all those. And but now that I'm, I guess, getting more hip on the business, learning so much more to details and, you know, the actual work that you put into the ring. One that I idolize, is you know, for holds and submissions and shit like that, you know, Chris Benoit, William Regal, of course, those guys, Fit Finlay. But like the details and how much you can just create raw emotion from someone without doing shit, you know, is Taker, man.
Oh, man.
Undertaker for me is now that I'm, you know, trying to study and just, you know, learning and becoming a student of that game, Undertaker for me is just fuck, man. Every time I see that guy, that dude takes one step and the whole fucking arena. They didn't do shit.
So one dung, right? The whole place is crazy.
So it's he's one that I really study, man. Just like the things he does, the in between shit before he actually does something, is just is what I watch for now. And he's one of the guys. Samoa Joe's another one. That's another guy I would love to fucking work, man. Is just
Samoa Joe, huh?
The realism he conveys when he does something, man. It makes you be like, oh shit, you really get that? So that's another guy. You know,
hey, you know what else too? When he really does hit somebody, obviously it hurts, right?
Yeah, you better sell, man.
Yeah, I've seen a couple people take some hits. So I was like, oh man, oh, that's great. So as far as, you know, you brought up, you know, wanting to work with Samoa Joe, has there been any, you know, I don't like to say big names, but guys that have made it onto the national television circuit that you've had the opportunity to work?
That I have worked?
That you have worked.
Shit, man, I've been pretty blessed. A few of the guys now are on Impact, you know, which is cool for them. Yeah, I wish I was there, but you know, that's a whole nother thing.
Yeah. But just saying.
Yeah, just putting it out there,
throwing it out there. Name drop or two is gonna help, you know.
Yeah, just like, you know, just when you're able to work with those guys that have been exposed to TV, man, and learn how that works, and the guys that are really know this business, it's such a learning experience when you get in there. One for me was when I had the great opportunity of working with Global Force, man, and I worked Shelton Benjamin.
Oh, wow.
That
okay.
was
yeah.
That for me was huge, man, because, you know, I'll even admit it, dude. And, you know, when I'm putting the match together, he's just shutting shit down. Like, nah, bro. Like, no, we're not doing that. but the cool thing about that was when he did that, sorry, bro.
No, you're all good, man. That's what happens when, you know, big league.
Oh, you know, the real thing about that is he would tell me no, and then he would tell me why.
Oh, an explanation.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then the light bulb started turning on for me. Like, yeah, I don't need to do all that. Like, when I can just do this.
Yeah.
And get the reaction like this, and then, you know, it becomes more of a just that. We were just speaking about that earlier. It's just that that raw emotion that's created. You know, and the wrestling fans they're awesome, but it's so programmed. You know, it's like you hit this move, this move, this move, this move, and this is awesome.
Yeah.
When you can create that raw emotion, it's just like. Taker, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just, oh shit, you know, and just, so working those guys that are just been up there, man, and had the opportunity to just do this for a living, it's such a great experience because you learn so much in 10, 12 minutes, man.
Yeah.
You know, you walk through the curtain and you're just like, yeah, I didn't know shit.
Yeah.
So,
and that's what happens. From what I understand, you want to continuously be that way too.
Yeah,
always
man,
a student, right? You don't ever want to just stop learning.
Yeah,
that's
no,
the thing.
dude.
You always want to continue to do.
And that's one thing, like you know, like I said, I'm 5 years in this business, and just one thing I try to, you know, pass on to guys that, you know, I have conversations with is always, man, always put in that hard fucking work and just always stay a student of the game. Don't ever stay stagnant. This business is evolving every day.
Every day.
You know what I mean? So you got to put that work in and stay intact and just keep trying to improve yourself and evolve, like, and just don't be that egotistical prick. You know what I mean? Like, this is you're spoken the wheel, bruh. You know what I mean? Like, this business is going, and there's so many guys that want to be where you're at and get there and get there and get there, and you know, just stay. That's one of the things that I, you know, try to put. You know, it's just, you know, stay humble or you're gonna be humbled. You know what I mean? And put in that hard work and just always be willing to evolve. Always listen. You know what I mean? Listen to the guys that've been there. You know, when they drop knowledge to you, man. You know, just soak that shit in. Like, I know I'm going, but like last night, you know, down at APW when D-Lo came down there, man, it was just. He was dropping knowledge backstage where it's just like I'm listening and I'm like, holy shit, man, like that just makes sense, bro. And you know, he's just dropping knowledge, and these guys are just like, some guys are, you know, listening, some guys aren't, and I'm just like, you know, this guy's like dropping like some straight. You gotta pay to hear shit like this. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he's a talent scout at one point in his career.
And he's willing to help out and just do all this, man. I was soaking all that shit up. But
well, some people confuse that with being a mark, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they're like, "Oh, I ain't a mark for D-Lo. I'm not gonna listen." And
nah,
it's
hell
like,
no, bro. Like, when I see a guy like that that's willing to do that,
oh yeah,
you know, shit, man, I got 100 questions for you, bro. Like, what's up, man? Can you know?
Yeah, I feel like I owe you money right now, bro.
And it's like, you know, it's just because you learn. You know, shit. I want to be where you were. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So how do I get there? You know what I got to do?
I mean, hard work. This is just my perspective as a fan, and it's John Cena that makes me think of this. A lot of people laugh, but hard work. Hard work gets noticed a lot more than super kicks or big backflips. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The reason John Cena got put in his position is because that fucker worked for it. You know, he didn't just go out there with his FU or attitude adjustment, whatever you call it, and get over. He was given the chance by showing that he's willing to work for it.
And it's been, you know, and I've been very fortunate to be around, you know, them and just or hear guys that talk of him, and that's what they all say, man. It's just his work ethic is insane.
Yeah.
Like, they even admit it. Like, we can't even keep up. And, you know, it's just so hats off to that dude.
His 8 to 15 minutes in the ring is nothing compared to his 80 to 100.
That's probably when he sleeps, man.
That's
8
what
to
I'm
15
saying.
minutes.
Yeah, exactly. You know, because it's consistent. And man, that's solid, bro. We got the Cow Palace coming up soon. That's going to be exciting stuff. We learned recently about a big match. We're going to go to break real quick. We'll be right back, and we're going to talk about that stuff. Good stuff.
By West Coast Designs. You need some?
I already got some, so.
Or anybody else. West Coast Designs. They are your people's. Dark Side recommended. Dark Side approved.
Check them out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. West Coast Design.
Dark Side approved, baby.
We're back with JR Kratos. We're going to talk a little more good stuff. You know what I think would be fun? Let's just go ahead and straight into road trips, man. I know you make the towns. I know you do, man. So anything, I like to ask for a funny story, but if you got something scary, crazy, whatever the case. Is there a road trip that sticks out to you that makes you go, damn, I'm really a pro wrestler right now, ain't I?
Dude, I got a ton, man, but I don't know if anybody, it's PG, you know. Shit. I got one with Timothy Thatcher. We're going to I think we're coming from like LA or somewhere like that, and Tim's one of those guys, man, where like we'll be driving and he always likes to take the lead, you know. I'm going, go ahead, bro. So he always likes to drive and just and he's just Tim, you know what I mean? Like he I got it. So we're driving one night, man, down the road, and I was no good for a road warrior, man. I'm snoozing. I wake up, I keep looking at Tim, and he's driving, but he's like, he's doing this. I'm like, Tim, you good, man? Yeah, I got it. So okay, so we're going, and so we're driving, and I'm kind of dozing off, and we're in the middle of nowhere, dude. I don't even know where we were at. I'm waking up and I see him dozing, and I'm like, I don't want to ask him, but I'm like, I see him dozing. I'm like, I'm about to just be like, bro, let me take the wheel. And she kind of dozes and this and that, and we're talking, and I'm awake at the time, and we're talking, and he kind of looks at me for a little bit, like we're talking, and then we look, and instantly, bro, like soon as we look, I don't know what the fuck, it was a big ass like pig or something in the middle of the road, and it's like a 3-lane road, and I swear to God, bro, this pig or whatever, it was just like laid out across the whole damn freeway. So we're driving, I look, and we looked at just the right time. When we looked at the road, and Tim's got this little, bro, his reaction was just, whack! Then we went all the way to this side, and it was just like, it looked like a slow motion movie because the way it's like Tokyo Drift, the way we drifted, I saw the head of the damn thing, and it was just in slow motion. I was like, and I'm looking, and we're just passing and not passing. I'm like, what the fuck was that? Tim was like, I think it was a pig. I'm like, what the fuck? Man, we got hell of those, man. Just like,
That's that country I-5 though, right?
Yeah. I got a ton with, Manny Fernandez, crazy ass.
You repped that Lucha Extreme for a while there, huh?
Yeah, that was good. That was good for what it lasted, and then, what happened. It's kind of.
They got you a little exposure from that though, didn't you?
Yeah, it was really cool, man. It was a good platform for a while. We had a great locker room, guys there and everything, man. We were rocking, we were making cities and stuff. It was really, really good.
Sometimes you need more than that though.
And then
you can have a great locker room, but it takes more than that sometimes. And I can understand the situation.
Just what happened, but those guys are doing what they do now, and everybody's success is killing everybody's thoughts, so that's good for everybody that was a part of that, and doing their own thing, so hats off to everybody with that. But
it got you a couple TV spots though, right?
Yeah, man, it was a good platform. Yeah, it was on, it was on TV out there, the local television, same thing, learning process, there's a whole different way to work TV, you gotta work the hard cam, it's like things like that, and work on promos, do little segments here and there, and pay attention to your times, you can't go in there and get all your shit in, you learn how to work stories and stuff like that. So it was cool, man. It was good. It was good experience.
So there was younger guys there, and I know you're still young in the business, but as far as advice that you offer, is there any one particular thing you try to instill in the younger generation that's coming after you?
Yeah, there's a lot, but just one of the biggest things for me is that I always try to convey to them is put in the work, man. Put in the work. Like I said earlier, don't ever get stagnant. Always be willing to listen. This business is I didn't create this shit. You know what I mean? Like these guys have put their time in and laid their bodies on the line for the path that I've been given, or just anybody in this business that has the opportunity to walk the aisle. There's a lot of guys that have done so much that put you in that position. So understand that, respect that on top of all, and just be humble and just be willing to work and just always. It's one of the things like, for The Rock, Stone Cold, just put in that hard fucking work, man. Look at The Rock, dude. That, Jesus Christ.
Highest paid actor in Hollywood.
Yeah, and that guy still holds on to his anchor. He gets his ass up, works his fucking ass off, and then he goes to work. You know what I mean? Like, even that guy still puts in work and trying to, get evolved and do that. So, what the fuck are we to say, I'm cool, I'm good where I'm at, stuff like that. You owe it.
You should never be good where you're at.
You owe it to yourself, but you also owe it to this business to to do and be the best you can be, you know. And that's one thing, like I always try to tell everybody else, like you're in this to be the best. Like, why the fuck are you doing this shit? You know what I mean? Like, that's how I look at it. Like, I'm here to be the best. You know what I mean? Like, this is what I want to be. I want to be the top guy. I want to be that guy. I want to be the, you know, that one. But, you know, you be humble and you put in the hard work, so you get that respect along with that. You know, you're not looking at that like, who the fuck is this dude? You know, but that guy works his ass off. He's humble. He's respectable. He treats everybody with respect. Doesn't let the shit get to his head. You know, and just always put in that hard work and just be respectful and be respectful of others, man. That's life in general.
That's life in general, yeah. I was going to mention that. That's if you live your life with that same pattern, you're going to go far, even outside of wrestling.
Treat the janitor like you treat the CEO, man.
Bro, that's the truth, man. You just treat everybody the same, and as long as there's respect behind it, bro, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. You did mention The Rock, and I did want to say that one thing I like about this guy, and it just proves the passion of pro wrestling, is that like this dude's making so much money, it's ridiculous. But where does he go in March, or where does he try to go in April? He's not. He wants to wrestle, you know, like. Because there's nothing like that.
Nah, that's one of the things that it's such a natural high, man. Like when you come out that curtain and you know you've put in that work, and it's just you hear the roar of the fans, dude. I mean, it's just gives me chills every fucking
time,
bro.
right?
It's such an amazing feeling that I just can't explain it, and it just motivates you to just be like, okay, cool.
Well, what it does is it takes all that hard work and everything that you've been putting in, the tapes you've been watching, the weights you've been lifting. That's what it's for, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's to get those goosebumps. It ain't about bumps on the arms, man. It's about bumps on. It's about
like
these.
Creating that raw emotion from the fans, man, and just drawing that out of them and creating a moment where they escape their reality. Because, like I said, man, you know, and everybody's very aware of it. And like, world's ugly, man. There's a hard-ass struggle for everybody. Everybody has their own, you know, ups and downs and their own journeys they walk. But if I can do my job, convey realism, and have that fan escape their reality for the 10 minutes I'm in the ring, man, and give them a moment that they won't forget, I did my job, bro. If I can't walk the next day, my other half and my family, you know, it's just a sacrifice. So I got it on my chest, you know. That's just a sacrifice I take along with this business. But if I can make that kid right there smile and forget the fact whatever he's going through and he's yelling Kratos or whatever, you know, that for me is it's more, it's the envelope's important, but it's heavier to me than getting what I get to do this. So
you're making a change, you're making a difference.
You're creating a moment that hopefully lasts an eternity, man, and that's
what I love about it too. Is like because a lot of people like to compare it to sports, football, baseball. You know, oh, wrestling's like just trying to entice that psychological pop that they have when their favorite football team wins by a field goal. But like when you're a kid, you're if your dad's a Raider fan, you become a Raider fan. Mm-hmm. But with pro wrestling, you have to. I mean, you have to earn that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's
that's
a
what's so beautiful about this
thing that needs to be bought into, not something that's.
And that's what's so beautiful for about this business, man. It's William Regal said it to me, which I'm very blessed to have that conversation with. But he said to me, you know, wrestling is like a circus. It's got every act. You know, it's not all lions. It's not all tigers. You know, it's everyone creates their own characters, and it resonates with different people. You know what I mean? Everybody's attached to a different character and a different wrestler for whatever reason that can be. But that's the beauty about wrestling, man. You know, and that's why this is so special and so impactful, man. Like, that's one thing like I just try to stress so much is like one of the reasons I take this so serious, because it's so impactful, man. Yeah. Like, you can really create a moment for someone that they'll just remember for life, you know, so.
And you know, like you think of Make-A-Wish, you know what I mean? Yeah. And that is huge as far as being impactful on people. Yeah. The fact that they would want wrestlers to come just shows the impact you guys have on their lives.
Absolutely.
I guess we're gonna take one more quick break, and then we'll come back and we're gonna talk about what the future holds for the big guy.
Cool.
Man, that's good stuff.
The time has come. We're ready. In this city, we are the makers, the shakers. It's what we do. We're ready. ready to stand back proud and say, we did that. The time has come. We're ready.
All right, we're back with JR Kratos here on NorCal tonight, and before we get into the Make-A-Wish topic, because I really want to talk to you about that, I just want to say I appreciate everybody, that tunes in and that checks this out. It was something that I did a while back that I really enjoyed, and I found myself in a certain place in my life that I asked myself, why did I stop?
Yeah.
And people like you, man, I really appreciate you taking the time to just sit, just bullshit wrestling, right?
Yeah, absolutely, man. And that's
just talk passion.
That's what we talked, off camera. It's just a struggle, man. Just you chasing a dream, and that's one thing like I always incorporate when I have the chance to talk to people that do that. I'll shoot it real, man. And this shit is not easy. It's not all, you're not gonna win the belt, you're not gonna get all this, you gotta put in that hard ass work. There's gonna be peaks and valleys, Sir Samurai, Jeff Cobb, like all our inside, core is just that's our thing that we say, peaks and valleys to everything, man. And such is life. You know what I'm saying? Like you're doing this, you faces the issues you had your little scuffle, or you had your little issues of what you had to get through, but you got through them and we're here now. You know what I'm saying? And that's life, bro. And I'll never forget one thing that I keep going back to things that I've had opportunities with, but they such resonated with me, was when William Regal sat me down. It was in the Staples Center, and he looked at me, and it just applies to so much in life. Can't get into what I asked him, but what he told me was the moment you worry about what someone else is doing is the moment you lose. And that shit is so real, and it's so applicable to like life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You worry about what they're saying, it's gonna damage what you got going. You just gotta stay in forward motion, man. Never in reverse. You can go in neutral sometimes, you know what I mean? But it's always in forward motion. And the moment you worry about what this person's doing, why this person talking shit, why this person's doing that, for what, man? You gotta go and you gotta get there. You know what I mean? If they're not helping, hey man, middle finger with a smile, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, have a good day. And
that's like a hitchhiker, bro. Just keep moving. Right? Oh shit, you ain't helping me now.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
So it's unfortunate. You know what I mean? Sometimes you get those people that you thought would be there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And then during the journey of you chasing your dream, you realize sometimes your shadow's your only company. You know what I'm saying?
But it's good company though, bro. If you live your life right, it is good company. But we were gonna chat a little bit about Make-A-Wish, bro, and how I mentioned just the impact that pro wrestlers have on America, especially young ones. I mean, they wouldn't ask to meet pro wrestlers.
Speaking about that, look at this dude. Come in here, dude.
Oh, we got ourselves another special guest. I'm having a good time on the Kratos interview.
What's up, man? What's up?
Okay. Say what's up, man.
Hi.
That's what's up. Now that's a fancy shirt he's got there.
It is.
Tell you, look at that.
We can't wear it to school, but
it's all right. It's all right. We wear those on the weekends, right? Yeah. That's what's up, man. Would you like to introduce yourself, sir?
I'm fine.
Say Sonny. I'm Sonny.
I'm fine.
Sonny Boyd, certified G with the Enzo haircut.
Yeah, that's what's up. The opposite of soft, bro. That's good stuff, man. But yeah, so I just feel like you said, man, you can change a child's life. And sometimes you can take one sentence. You walk into the ring, or how sometimes you do your gig, like, and if you eye contact, will change a child's life, bro.
That's like I was pretty blessed last night. What an opportunity. It's like when you have that line of people, it can get overwhelming. But you just take the time to just shake their hand and look at them. Just thank them and just, because I got a story, man. When I was a little kid, that I always go back to. I didn't know the importance of it when I was a kid, but you flexing, bro?
No.
But it resonated with me now, and I was always a Ricky Henderson fan when I was a kid.
No, me too.
Yeah, and I'll say his name because I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I was a Ricky Henderson fan when I was a kid, and dude, you couldn't walk. You walk in my room, it was rustling, and Ricky Henderson. You don't even know what color the wall was in my room. I had so much shit everywhere. And my dad, you know, was always he was Barry Bonds' personal security guard, you know, for years, and he always watched the top players when they came into the when they came into the city. And which all led from the Cow Palace, you know. We ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? But he was very fortunate to do that with a lot of top key players. So we came to me one time, picked me up, and he's like, I'm going to work. And I was like, okay, cool. And he's like, we're going to the Oakland Coliseum today. I was like, oh shit, okay, cool. So I put on all my Ricky Henderson gear, bro. Went out there, and my dad surprised me. Ricky Henderson's at batting practice. You know how they do that before the game or whatever. And we walk onto the field, and I'm looking at my dad like, and I'm all Ricky Henderson out, bro. All top shit. And we walk up to him. I'm freaking out, bro. Freaking out, dude.
Heart's racing, yeah.
My dad says, hey, you know, hey, Ricky, how you doing, Ricky? He looks at him, you know, he's kind of got his glasses on, you know, all this and that. He just got done hitting the ball. Looks at me, and I'm like, hey, how you doing? And I put out my glove.
Yeah.
This ain't nobody in the arena, bro. It's just them, batting practice, everything. You know, my dad was just in the position, so I was fortunate enough to get this opportunity. Walking up to him, I hand him my glove. I'm like, hey, you know, can I get your autograph? He looks at my dad, bro, and says, you got 50 bucks?
Oh.
There's a time and place for that. I get that.
Oh.
But now, I'll never forget this. My dad.
I thought this story was headed in a different direction.
So my dad looked at him, and I'm looking at my dad like, man, give this motherfucker 50 bucks. Come on, man. And my dad spit right in Ricky Henderson's face. He told him, fuck you. And we walked off. Excuse me, sorry. We walked off, and I'm like, I was pissed for my dad. Like,
oh, you were mad at your dad?
Yeah, I was like, why did you do that?
How could you do that?
Why did you do that?
Yeah.
And my dad grabbed me and he said, you'll understand one day. You'll understand one day. And then my dad was just telling me, shut the hell up. And he said, my dad was hot.
Yeah.
And I was so mad. But now I realize, like, come on, man.
Whoa.
Like, really?
Yeah.
You're gonna.
Yeah.
It's just, I get that there's a time and place. I mean,
if he was at some merch table charging everybody else 50 bucks, I kind of get that. But
for some opportunities like that, I mean, it just didn't sit right. So now, when I get the opportunity to meet a kid or anything, just that 1 second, man, just that one split second where you thank them and just, you know, give them that opportunity, like you said, man, it can.
Well, it's like you said earlier about the Ultimate Warrior. Ultimate Warrior would kick my dad's ass, right?
Yeah, straight up.
But see,
sorry.
Yeah, as you grow older, though, you realize you're like, that was the real hero. You know what I'm saying? I lost my dad at a young age, so he took me to all the wrestling shows. I remember taking my brother. My brother used to be scared of the Undertaker, so the music came on, that fool would run away, you know, like all the way up. You know, like my mom had to chase him. But my dad would stay there with me, and he'd get me all the autographs and stuff. And like, you don't think about it then because you want the autographs from your heroes, because those are your heroes. Yeah. But then when you get older, you're like, damn, like you was the hero. You know, and that's what matters, man. They don't realize it then.
Go ahead, dude. Go ahead.
They don't realize it then. They do grow up. They do grow up and realize that. Yeah. You know, and that's actually a touching story, bro. I didn't expect it to turn that way. I thought Ricky was finna sign your glove, and you were gonna be like, it was the greatest day of my life.
Nah, bro.
But that was a learning experience that sticks with you to this day, and it helps you to better children's lives, bro. That's
and then one was really cool. I kick back just real quick when my dad was with Barry Bonds, and you know, his story that I'll never forget. What Barry did is you know, he was going through what he was getting through, doing all the shit he had. Yeah. But my dad used to pick him up, and you know, it was his own personal thing. Was taking him home one day and saw some kids playing in the park. Just some kids playing catch in the park, bro.
No way.
Barry Bonds got out the car and just went to go play catch with them for like 5 minutes. Imagine just 5 minutes out of your time, you're a kid playing catch with your brother, and Barry Bonds comes. I imagine if those. I always told my dad this. I was always shooting shit. Imagine those kids going home and say, "Damn, man, we just played catch with Barry Bonds."
Right.
Yeah, right.
Get out of here.
What are you smoking, bro?
Yeah, what are you really doing at the park? I'm going with you next time. Yeah, no, I get that.
But he did that, man, and that to me was just like, you know, how awesome is that?
Yeah, and that shows a huge difference in character between each from person to person. Yeah. You know, they were both in the same position. Barry was big, Ricky was big, but it's perspective. It's the impact you want to leave. Yeah. Are you worried about your pocket, or are you worried about their upbringing or their future? You know, because that's wow, man. And now look at us, man. Now look at you. Yeah. That's awesome. You get to do this, man. Yeah. I mean, there are a lot of Kratos fans out there, bro.
Yeah, I'm very fortunate.
And they're starting to stretch. I see you got some AWS promotions.
Yeah.
They're booking you pretty regularly, right?
Yeah.
How's that working?
It's cool, man. You know, I had my first opportunity with them, and you know, you're always, you know, being honest. You know what I'm saying? On camera, you know, you're just like, shit, man, it's my first time here. Like, okay. And literally, man, I'm fortunate enough to get the opportunity there. I came out the curtain, did my thing, and the reception I received was just like, yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Tito about to get his ass whooped. But
Shit's
shout
about
out
to
to
get
that.
real.
Shout out to that dude too, man. That's another guy that's really needs to get out there a little bit more too, or get more opportunities, because that guy's he's a true badass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's we killed it that night and we had a good time. So AWS it's awesome, man. The fans there are they're so dope, man. They're just really cool. They're really engrossed with everybody there. It was an awesome experience because they're so
I heard it's like
into
a
it.
family.
Yeah,
The fans.
and Bart's a kick-ass dude too, man. And just that whole promotion again, the locker room, just the vibe back there, you know.
Yeah. You've
cool
been down
stuff.
to LA before, though.
Yeah.
I mean, prior
Yeah.
to this.
Yeah.
I know outside of Reno, because I always say, have you done any other states? People are like, well, of course, Reno, you know.
Yeah.
But outside of Reno, have you made any big moves yet, as far as like maybe Texas or?
No, man, and that's the thing right now where it's, you know, hopefully this year it'll kick off for me trying to get out there a little bit more. I'm ready, man. I'm ready to start getting out there and working for the masses. So it's like I said, you know, one of those things where it's hard. You got to trust the time in your life. You got to stay positive. But at the same time, it's like, come on, man.
Hey, I'm ready, man. I'm ready.
You know, you just stay working, man. So hopefully, you know, I get out to the East Coast, get all over the world, man. You know, that's the goal. And these promotions that are giving me opportunities now, I'm very thankful, and we'll rock the house every time, man.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So we're going to switch gears a little bit. There's two things I wanted to talk about outside of the wrestling business. So I guess this music video is kind of like the wrestling business a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
So you were in a music video, and that looked pretty fun, right?
Yeah,
was that like a first time for you to be in that position?
Yeah.
A lot of like acting, right?
Yeah, man, and just another one too. You know, you're grateful to be that, you know, in that position. And I worked with a bunch of kick-ass guys in there, man. Like those guys made it so fun, dude. I think that was more lasting of a memory than what it came out to. But just the whole making of that video with that crew, man, and just everything that was, I mean, it was so, we had to get more cuts because we didn't fuck up versus because we're having so much fun, you know what I mean? The guys are like, all right guys, hey, we're making shit up, Rick's acting a fool, Will's this, Chris is this, Sparky dressed up as a grandma chick, like it was just, Rendito,
a lot going on.
Yeah, Rendito was just all chained up looking like a gangster. I mean, it was just awesome. So legit, and what's cool too is because that group, they were touring, and it was recently. We just went. I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago. They performed at Aces of Spades out here in Sacramento.
Cool. Yeah.
And they hit me up, bro. They hit me up. They were like, "Hey, you know, come check us out at Aces of Spades." And I was like, and I looked, and I was like, "Oh shit, that's them." And you know, I got to meet them, and they were awesome dudes. And that show is just nuts, bro. They had astronauts flying everywhere, dude. Like people jumping in the crowd, and I was like, "Cool, man." It was a great experience.
They're living their passion.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
You gotta respect that. So
yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, that was a fun experience, man.
Passion stuff though. Hey, one more thing, because we're gonna go to, you know, social medias and stuff, and I want to leave room because we're gonna do this again.
Yeah.
We got some fireball shots we want to go.
Yes, that's the plan. Next one's gonna be.
We're gonna blink that out.
Yeah.
No, but, Dream Big Click Productions.
Yeah.
So you're stepping. You're not stepping out of the ring in any way, shape, or form.
Absolutely.
But you're trying to just expand the overall. You know, I don't want to say market, but you're trying to get your hands and dabble into something.
Yeah.
new.
What it is that, you know, what it is obviously I have a great opportunity with a door that opened for me with that. But the whole big vision of that too is obviously to create more time for me to chase my dream.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't have to do what I do now, and obviously the money is fucking great. So you know, one of my best friends owns the spot that we're running the concerts at and stuff like that, and I was just sitting down, you know, and we're just having fireballs, bro, just bullshitting one night, and you know, I just threw it out there, and he was like, well, why not? Why don't we do it? So what it is that's Dream Big Click Productions. The vision for that, myself and just my character, bro, I got dream big, bro. Like literally, that's what I.
Well, I mean, you've been preaching that for a minute.
Yeah, and my visions are insane, bro. I got a full notepad just full of shit. But what it is that right now we'll just do concerts. You know, have the opportunities to bring in big artists out there and create something for the Sacramento area to have come just. Enjoy like a grown and sexy, just environment. You're not walking around with a bunch of punks trying to start shit. Just everybody come in there and have a good time.
Tucked in shirts and shiny shoes. That's I'm saying,
yeah. So it's really cool, man. It's working out good. I knew it would be work, but it's a lot of work. But especially when you're doing it on your own. I have a team, but a lot of the things I'm very anal, man. So I gotta do shit the way I want it to be done, and it's working out really good. But the thing for that is just a funnel to. I want to do a lot of stuff with the community, man, with the kids. Hopefully open up something where, they can come get motivated or, have an opportunity for them to see what life could be outside of the block or, if they're involved in a game, if they're, doing some bullshit or doing that, create a place where you could be that plant that goes through concrete. You know what I mean? Like you can really wind through the struggles and become something. You just got to have that drive. And, if you have that person to guide you and help you, that's even more beneficial to you to chase your dream and become something in this world rather than just being another statistic, end up in prison or selling dope or being some kind of gangster, and like I said, man, I can ramble and ramble, but that's like what I'm trying to do, and doing the concerts and creating an environment for them to have fun is funneling all that for the money that I have there, and also it's creating me and allowing me to open up my time to chase my dream, and if we can all make money, man, that's a good thing.
As we chat, the more we chat, it's like money is what roots all this stuff.
Yes.
But what you're trying to do is make a change and a difference.
Absolutely, man.
And actually give.
Yeah.
That's
it's one of those things where it's like I don't bullshit, man. That's just really who I am. I'm inspired to inspire, bro.
There it is.
You know what I'm saying? So and it's all through hard fucking work. You know what I mean? I'm putting in the footwork to do this. I'm not just, you know what I'm saying? So I'm blessed, man. I'm very fortunate. Things are working out. It's hard work, but
you know what would help with all this? Buying some of those shirts, guys.
Yeah.
You see that?
Oh yeah.
You see that? Those are good. Talk shit and get thrown. Those are cool. Those are readily available, right? You got tanks and you got tees?
Yeah, we're all available, all sizes. Tanks are limited right now, but they're coming in order, and I got some other designs working with your brother. Shout out to him, man. Great guy, dude. I think now he's starting to get more credit, and things are starting to get out there where he's going to start making some. It's going to become very lucrative for him and start making some serious cash. So that guy's he's awesome, man. He's very easy to work with. Puts up with my bullshit. And I'm like, nah, man, nah. So shout out to him, man. I love that guy a lot. So
man, I appreciate that very much. I told my brother the one thing I want for you is just respect. That's all I want.
Yes, that's it.
I said you keep doing what you're doing, but if you get disrespected, you need to know when to stop. You know what I mean? So he's
with some ass, either one.
Yeah, one or the other. But he's doing his thing, that's for sure. And we got some shirts available. Pre-sales will help. If you want one of these tanks, let them know. You know what I'm saying? And that'll be a little bit easier on the game. Like you said, my brother's going to change things, so hopefully in the future.
Stay tuned for that.
Yeah, absolutely. So as far as getting a hold of you to purchase a shirt, social media plug.
Yeah, social media. Facebook, JR Kratos. Instagram, JR_Kratos. Same with Twitter, which I need to be more active on. I'm getting shit about. So, be more active on Twitter. And,
hey, I get retweets from JR Kratos. Don't worry about it. You know what I mean?
So, yeah, man. So that's it. Hit me up, messenger. What was pretty cool about this is when I dropped this design, man, I woke up the next morning and had like literally 40 messages of people wanting shirts.
Oh,
so that's always, very just a kick-ass feeling, man. So I was like, okay, cool. So that was really cool. So yeah,
support the era.
Man. Yep.
Support the era, the Kratos era. This is NorCal tonight. JR Kratos, brother. You know
how much I appreciate this, man. Appreciate it.
And we're gonna do this again.
Yes.
We're gonna do this again.
With our idea.
Yeah. We're gonna have some fun next time. Hey, man. Hey, thanks for tuning in, and till we meet again, my friends.